Imagine a story where a person has spent 20 years building a life in a beautiful kingdom called America. They have a cozy home where the lights stay on late as they help their children with homework. They have a job where they work hard every single day, paying their share to keep the kingdom running smoothly. They have followed every rule, kept every promise, and done everything exactly the right way. Their life is full of small joys, soccer games on Saturdays, quiet dinners with friends, and the simple peace of knowing they belong. Then one day, they decide to take a short journey. Perhaps they fly across the ocean to hug their elderly mother, or maybe they travel to see a cousin get married under the stars. It is a normal trip, just a few weeks away from home. But when they fly back and land at the grand gate of the kingdom, everything changes. They walk up to the guard at the desk and hand over their golden card, the special pass that proves they are allowed to live in the kingdom forever. They have shown this card 100 times before, and every time the guard smiled and let them through. But this time, the guard does not smile. He looks at a glowing screen, then looks back at the person with cold eyes. He says 4 words that feel like a sudden winter chill. "Step aside, please." Suddenly, the person is led away from the crowds and into a small, quiet room with no windows. They are told to sit down. The questions start coming like a storm. How long were you gone? Where do you really live? Show me your phone. They take the phone and begin scrolling through private messages. They find a simple joke made to a friend about staying on vacation a little longer, and they don't see it as a joke at all. They see it as a reason to take everything away. Then they slide a piece of paper across the table. It is a form that says the person is giving up their right to live in the kingdom forever. The guards tell them it will be easier if they just sign it. They say if they don't sign, they will be locked away. This story might sound like a dark legend, but it is a tale being told in the year 2026. It is a story about how the rules of the kingdom are changing, and how even those with the golden card are being tested like never before. Today, we are going to explore this dramatic story. We will talk about 3 new kingdom rules that are being used at the gates and the secret steps a person must take to make sure their story has a happy ending. This is a story you must listen to closely, because knowing the ending could be the only thing that keeps a family together. Welcome to our gathering, where we talk about the deep truths of moving across the world. I am your storyteller, Sakib. I don't tell fairy tales with easy endings. I tell the gritty, real stories that help you protect the people you love. If you hold a golden card, or if you love someone who does, this is the most important legend you will hear all year. Make sure to listen to every word, because the secrets shared here could be the difference between walking home to your family or being sent away forever. Before we talk about the 3 new rules, we have to look at the battlefield of the gates. To understand why the golden card is now being watched so closely, we have to look at the numbers. In the year 2025, the guards at the gates searched over 55,000 electronic devices like phones and laptops. That is a huge jump from the year before. Years ago, searches were rare, but now they are happening all the time. They are even searching the phones of people who were born in the kingdom. If they are doing that to their own citizens, imagine how closely they are watching those who have come from far away. It isn't just about phones either. There are stories of people like Victor, a man who had lived in the kingdom for 58 years. He was an old man who had spent his whole life doing the right thing. He went to visit his son, who was a brave soldier, and when he came back, the guards stopped him and held him in a room for hours. There is another story of a man named Maximo, who went on a simple vacation to see his family, and ended up being kept away from his home for 3 long months. And then there is Tay, who was taken to a place far away and had to sleep in a hard chair because the guards wouldn't give him a bed. These people aren't villains in a story. They didn't break any laws. They were just regular people with golden cards who were grabbed away from their lives at the gate. In this year of 2026, the word from the high towers of the government is to question everyone and trust no one. This is why the guards are being so aggressive. Now, let's look at the 3 new rules that have changed the game. The first rule, the magic eye that tracks every step on a cold day in late 2025. A new rule began. It is called the Every Move Tracker. Before this rule, the guards knew when you arrived at the gate, but they didn't always know exactly when you left. There was a bit of mystery in your travels. If a guard asked how long you were gone, and you said about a few months, they usually believed you because they didn't have a way to check. But now the kingdom has set up magic eyes at every gate. These are special cameras and scanners that recognize your face and your fingerprints every time you leave and every time you come back. There are no more exceptions. Even people from friendly neighboring lands and children must now stand before the magic eye. This rule is about building a map of your life in real time. The moment you step onto a plane to leave, the kingdom knows. The second you land, they know. They can count every hour you were away. And here is why that is scary. If the magic eye sees that you were gone for more than 180 days, which is about half a year, it sends a red alert to the guard's screen. When that alert pops up, the guard stops treating you like a friend coming home. They start treating you like a stranger who is trying to sneak in. They will ask if you really live in the kingdom or if you have secretly moved somewhere else. They will try to get you to sign the paper that says you are giving up your golden card. The computer does the math for the guard before you even say hello. To protect yourself from the magic eye, you must be smart. If you know you have to go away for a long time, you must ask the kingdom for a special permission pass before you leave. And always try to come back before 180 days are up. Most importantly, always carry proof that your heart and your home are still in the kingdom. Carry copies of your house papers, your bills, and your work letters. If the guards see these, they will know you haven't abandoned your home. The second rule, the glass mirror into your secret life. The second rule is perhaps the most frightening. The guards at the gate now have the power to look into your phone as if it were a clear glass mirror. In the kingdom's law, they don't need a special warrant or a judge's permission to do this. They can just take your phone and start looking. In 2026, the technology they use is like something out of a science fiction story. They have powerful tools that can suck every bit of information out of your phone in just a few minutes. They can see messages you thought you deleted. They can see where you have been by looking at your maps. They can see every photo you have taken and every group you belong to on apps like WhatsApp. What are the guards looking for? They are looking for clues that you don't really want to live in the kingdom anymore. If they see you talking to a friend about a job in another country, they will use it against you. If they see photos of you spending a long time in a house far away, they will say you have moved. They are also looking at your social media. If you posted something angry about the kingdom's leaders, or if you are in a chat group where people are arguing about politics, the guards can use that as a reason to hold you for hours. There is a story of a man who came back from a short trip, and the guards saw a funny picture someone else had sent him in a group chat. He didn't even post it, but because it was on his phone, the guards held him in a room for 9 hours while his family waited outside, crying and wondering where he was. The best way to stay safe is to clean your phone before you travel. Delete the apps that have long histories of messages, leave groups that talk about politics, or, better yet, travel with a clean phone. A simple phone with nothing on it but the phone numbers you need. If the guards look into a mirror and see nothing, they have nothing to use against you. The third rule, the paper trap. The third rule isn't a law written in a book. It is a trick used by the guards, and it is the one that worries me the most. It involves a piece of paper called Form I-407. This paper is a trap. If you sign it, you are telling the kingdom, I give up. I don't want my golden card anymore. I want to leave forever. Once you sign that paper, your life in the kingdom is over. It is almost impossible to fix. In 2026, guards are using pressure to make people sign this paper. They bring people into the back rooms and act like they are being helpful. They say, if you sign this, you can go home right now, or don't worry, you can just get a new card later. But they are not being helpful. They are trying to get you to give up your rights so they don't have to go through the hard work of a real court case. Here is the secret that the guards will never tell you. You have the right to say no. No guard at the airport has the power to take your golden card away just because they feel like it. Only a judge, a wise person in a black robe, can decide if you have truly given up your home. If a guard tells you to sign that paper, you must be as brave as a hero in a story. You must look them in the eye and say the magic words, I do not want to give up my home. I refuse to sign this paper. I want to see a judge. There are stories of grandmothers and grandfathers, people in their 80s, being bullied into signing these papers because they were tired and scared. They just wanted to see their grandchildren, and the guards used that fear to take their golden cards away. You must promise yourself right now that you will never let that happen to you or your family. Your shield, the 5 steps to protection. Now that you know the dark parts of the story, I want to give you a shield to protect yourself. These are 5 steps that every person with a golden card must follow before they ever step onto a plane. Step 1 is the time rule. Try to never stay away for more than 180 days. If you have to stay away longer, get that special permission pass before you go. The magic eye is always watching, so don't give it a reason to blink red. Step 2 is the magic folder. Every time you fly, carry a folder full of proof. Put your tax papers, your house lease, your bank statements, and your work letters in it. If a guard starts asking questions, open that folder. It shows them that your life is firmly planted in the kingdom. It makes you look like someone who knows the rules and follows them. Step 3 is the clean phone. Before you leave, look through your phone like a detective. If there is anything that could be misunderstood, delete it. If you can, take a fresh phone with you that has no secrets and no long histories. Step 4 is the golden sentence. You must memorize this and teach it to everyone you love. If you are ever in that back room and they hand you a paper, say, I do not wish to abandon my permanent resident status. I refuse to sign Form I-407. I request to see an immigration judge. Write this down on a small card and keep it right next to your golden card in your wallet. Give one to your mom, your dad, and your spouse. This sentence is your armor. Step 5 is the call for help. Have the phone number of a legal expert, a defender of the kingdom's laws memorized. If you are held in a room, you have the right to make a call. Do not try to talk your way out of it by yourself. The guards are trained to win arguments. Let a professional speak for you. I want to end our story today by speaking straight to your heart. If you have that golden card in your pocket, remember that it is more than just a piece of plastic. It is a symbol of all your hard work. It represents the nights you stayed up late working, the years you spent waiting, and the dreams you have for your children. It is a promise that you belong here. No guard in a uniform has the right to take that dream away from you in a dark room just by sliding a piece of paper across a table. They might try to scare you, and they might try to trick you, but they cannot win if you are prepared. The only thing that can truly protect you is knowledge. Now that you have heard this story, you have that knowledge. You are no longer a person walking into the mist. You are a person with a map and a shield. But there are many others who haven't heard this story yet. They are planning their trips right now, not knowing that the rules have changed. Please, share this story with everyone you know who has a golden card. Send it to the uncle who goes back to his old village every summer. Send it to the friend who just got their card last month. Send it to anyone who boards a plane. The people who lose their homes are usually the ones who didn't know the dangers were there. Now you know, and now you can save them. The kingdom is a beautiful place, but the gates are getting harder to pass through. By standing together and knowing our rights, we can make sure that everyone who belongs here stays here. Every family deserves to stay together, and every person who has worked hard for their golden card deserves to keep it. This tale is one of caution, but it is also one of hope. When you know the rules of the game, you can play it well and win. So, before your next journey, check your folder, clean your phone, and remember the magic words. Your home is worth fighting for. Thank you for listening to this dramatized story of the gates in 2026. If you have a story of your own, maybe you or a friend were stopped at the gate, please share it with us. Your story might be the very thing that helps someone else stay safe. And let me know what other mysteries of the law you want me to explain next. I will be here, telling the truths you need to hear. Stay safe, protect your family, and remember, never ever sign that paper. The life you have built is far too precious to give away in a back room. Keep your golden card close, keep your heart strong, and we will see you in the next chapter of our journey. Together, we can make sure the gates stay open for those who call this land home. In this world where rules seem to change like the wind, your best defense is a clear mind and a brave spirit. Don't let the stories of the gates frighten you into staying home forever, but let them prepare you to travel with wisdom. The kingdom is still a place of opportunity, but only for those who know how to protect what they have earned. So, pack your bags with care, hold your head high, and remember that you have the right to be here. The story of your life in this kingdom is far from over, and with these secrets in your mind, you can make sure it continues for many, many years to come. Godspeed on your travels, and may your return always be a happy one, filled with the joy of coming home to the people who love you most. Imagine the relief of walking through that gate, hearing the beep of the scanner, and hearing the guard say, "Welcome home." That is the ending we want for every single person. And by following these steps, that is the ending you will have. Stay strong, stay informed, and always protect your dream. The golden card is yours because you earned it. Don't let anyone take it away. Think about the children waiting for you to come home from your trip. Think about the house that needs you, the job that relies on you, and the friends who want to hear about your travels. All of those things are waiting for you on the other side of the gate. All you have to do is be ready. Be ready for the questions, be ready for the pressure, and be ready to stand your ground. You are not alone in this. There are millions of others who carry the same card and have the same dreams. When we share these stories and these rules, we build a wall of protection around all of us. No one can be pushed around when they know the law. No one can be tricked when they know the truth. So, go ahead and plan that trip to see your mother. Go to that wedding and dance until the sun comes up. Take that break you have worked so hard for. Just remember to bring your shield with you. Carry your magic folder, use your clean phone, and keep the golden sentence in your heart. The kingdom's gates may be guarded by men in uniforms and glowing screens, but they are still the gates to your home. And as long as you know the secrets of the year 2026, you will always find your way back to the life you love. The story of the traveler who was stopped at the gate doesn't have to be your story. Your story can be one of strength, wisdom, and a safe return to the place where you belong. Safe travels, dear friend. May your journey be smooth and your return be swift. We will be here watching the horizon and sharing the stories that keep us all safe. Until next time, keep your golden card safe and your spirit even safer. The gates are waiting, but you are ready. You are more than ready. You are prepared, and that is the greatest power of all. Remember, the power is in your hands. It's in the documents you carry, the words you choose to speak, and the refusal to be intimidated. Every time a person stands up at the gate and says, "I refuse to sign," the system learns that it cannot simply take away what has been earned. You are not just protecting yourself, you are protecting the very idea of fairness in the kingdom. So when you see that guard looking at his screen, don't feel fear, feel prepared. You have your folder, you have your clean phone, and you have the truth on your side. You are a legal resident of this great land, and no amount of pressure can change that unless you let it. Hold on to your home, hold on to your family, and most of all, hold on to the knowledge that you have the right to be here. The world is a big place, and there are many paths to travel, but the path back home should always be open to you. By following these rules, you make sure that it is. In the days and months to come, as more news comes from the high towers, we will continue to share the updates you need. We will talk about the new technologies, the new tactics, and the new ways to stay safe. Because in this kingdom, things move fast, but we move faster when we move together. Stay connected with our group, keep talking to your neighbors, and never stop learning. The more we know, the stronger we are, and a strong community is the best protection any of us can have. As the sun sets on our story today, remember the hero who walked through the gate and made it home. That hero is you. You have the map, you have the shield, and you have the strength to face whatever comes. Your life in the kingdom is a beautiful story, and it is far from finished. We will see you in the next one, where we will uncover more secrets and share more truths. Until then, stay brave, stay wise, and always remember that you belong. Your golden card is your promise, and your knowledge is your power. Use them both well. Goodbye for now, and may your next flight be as easy as a summer breeze. The kingdom is waiting for you to come home, and now you know exactly how to get there. Protect yourself, protect your family, and never, ever give up your home. This story of 2026 is one that will be told for a long time. It is a story of how people had to become extra careful and extra smart to keep the things they loved. It is a story of how a small piece of paper could change everything, and how a few simple words could save it all. When you tell this story to your friends, tell it with passion. Tell them about the magic eye and the mirror phone. Tell them about the trap paper and the magic words. Because every time the story is told, another family is saved from the heartbreak of being separated. We are all part of this grand story of moving and building lives in new places. It is a story as old as time, but in 2026, it has new twists and turns. By staying alert, we can navigate every turn and overcome every obstacle. So, as you go about your day, as you help your children with their schoolwork, and as you go to your job, keep these secrets in the back of your mind. They are the quiet guardians of your life. They are the reasons you can sleep peacefully at night, knowing that when the time comes to travel, you are ready. The kingdom is big, and the rules are many, but you are smarter than any rule that tries to trip you up. You have the heart of a lion and the wisdom of a sage. Use them, and you will never be lost. I'll see you soon with more tales and more truths. Stay safe out there in the world, and always remember the way back home. Your golden card is waiting to bring you back to the people who love you. Make sure you keep it safe, and it will keep you safe in return. God bless your journey and your home. The story continues, and you are the lead character. Make it a great one. Don't let the shadows at the gate dim your light. You are a part of this kingdom now, and you have every right to be. Stand tall, speak clearly, and never sign away your dream. The future is bright for those who are prepared. And you, my friend, are now more prepared than most. Until we meet again, keep sharing the knowledge and keep protecting each other. That is how we win. That is how the story ends happily ever after. Good night to the kingdom, and good luck to all the travelers. We are all in this together, and together we are strong. Never forget the power of your voice and the strength of your rights. The gate is opening. It's time to go home. Walk through with confidence, knowing you have done everything right. Welcome home.